my darlings, how are ya? Welcome to another fabulous episode of Fabaret. Mwah. For those of you new here, hi, my name's Richard. Mwah. I love everything to do with theatre, music, dance. If that's your kind of scene as well, then press that subscribe button and join the Fabaret family. Yay! So lovelies, we're only a couple of weeks into the new year and already one of the brand new dramas of the year has started to unfold. Now what's weird with this drama, right, is that all the theatrical elements that link to it are actually pretty darn good news. It's the other stuff that's kind of creating the chaos at the moment. So I'm here today to give you the facts all about the Golden Globes 2022 ceremony. Or should I say, lack of ceremony. So the Golden Globes every year honours the best film and television from the previous year. So this year it was on the 9th of January and it honoured all of the fabulous media stuff that happened in 2021. And it took place in the Beverly Hilton in Beverly Hills, California. Ooh.
I can't think of many cities in the world where you can sit at a pool, and there's some beautiful pools, but still have that sense of history and experience of who it was who may have sat in that chair before you, or all that might have happened that surrounded it. It's just the stuff the fantasies made. That's what Hollywood is.
Oscar's known to be in the green room of the Golden Globes every year, and he's made quite a name for himself. All the celebrities seem to know Oscar.
After many years, some of them recognize me, which is nice. You know? Robert Downey Jr. automatically, he's ginger ale with a squeeze of lime. Salud.
I feel like I should try and find some sunglasses because, you know, Beverly Hills and all that, but, you know, it's January. I can't find anything to do with sunglasses in my flat at the minute. So normally the Golden Globes is this big event and many see it as like a predecessor, a prediction of what might happen at the Oscars. Now this year's Golden Globes have been very, very interesting, partly for the controversy, but also for the musical theatre success. So let's start with the happy news. Let's talk about the successes and the award winners in musical theatre. So first of all, Disney's Encanto won Best Animated Feature, which is fantastic because the music and lyrics for that were written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And of course, Lin-Manuel Miranda is a huge success in musical theatre for having written In the Heights and Hamilton, and most recently directing the film adaptation of Jonathan Larson's Tick, Tick, Boom. I still haven't watched Encanto, I know, naughty Richard, but I promise you it's on my to-watch list. So the plan was I was going to watch Encanto whilst I was on a train, and I downloaded it and everything, but then my iPad had mysteriously downloaded loads of episodes of Emily in Paris, and I've got no idea how that happened, no idea. And speaking of Tick Tick Boom, Andrew Garfield picked up the Best Actor Award for Best Performance by an Actor in a Musical or Comedy with Tick Tick Boom playing Jonathan Larson. And I am not surprised that's happened at all. Andrew Garfield, he perfectly captured Jonathan Larson and the spirit of his musical theatre power, and it was a very moving film to watch. So I'm not surprised Andrew won that award. Bravo, Mr. Garfield, bravo! Now let's talk about one of the big wins of the night, West Side Story. So I went to see West Side Story at the cinema a few weeks ago and I did do a review of that. I'll put some link down here or up there or somewhere. So firstly, West Side Story won the Best Picture for Best Musical or Comedy, which I wasn't surprised by. I mean, come on, directed by Steven Spielberg and a tour de force of talent in that film. I wasn't surprised at all. Ariana DeBose won the Best Supporting Actress Award for a performance in a musical or comedy for her brilliant performance as Anita in West Side Story. And Rachel Zegler made history by being not only the youngest performer ever at 20 years old to win in her category of Best Actress for a performance in a musical or comedy as Maria, but what made it even more of a big deal this year is that Rachel is the first Colombian descent person, first Latina, to win that award, as well as being the youngest at 20 years old. So yeah, pretty good going. I think it's fantastic that both Ariana and Rachel won their awards. Because if you look back at my video as well from my review, obviously I thought the same thing. Because for me, Rachel and Ariana, they both stood out the most in West Side Story. A boy like that, oh, I'm still getting chills from that. And as well as all the awards, I mentioned that Tick Tick Boom was also nominated for Best Picture, and Anthony Ramos was nominated for his role as Usnavi in the film adaptation of In the Heights. So yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda did pretty darn well, winning the award for Best Animated Feature with Encanto, and Andrew Garfield winning his award for Tick Tick Boom that he directed. So that's all the happy theatrical news from the awards. Now we need to talk a bit about the controversy that's been surrounding it all. It's a shame because normally the Golden Globes, it's this rip-roaring highlight spotlight affair, live event and the big red carpet with all the fabulous dresses and clothes.
Helen, you look beautiful! Billy, right there. Billy right here, Billy, straight ahead. Caleb for us. Caleb for us. Jennifer on the left foot. Jennifer right here. John.
But this year, the ceremony wasn't televised and all of the announcements were done over social media. So it was really weird seeing all the winners being announced through social media, like on Twitter. So here's the story, my Fab Fam. The Golden Globes are run by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, or HFPA. And the Hollywood Foreign Press Association is a non-for-profit organisation made up of journalists and photographers and people with lots of links in the media, not just in the US of A, but around the globe. And they have members from over 55 countries, but it was very much brought to attention last year of their lack of diversity.
Inclusivity is important, and there are no black members of the Hollywood Foreign Press. I realize HFPA, maybe you guys didn't get the memo because your workplace is the back booth of a French McDonald's, but you gotta change that. So here's to changing it.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that change.
So the Los Angeles Times, or LA Times as it's known, back in February 2021 did confirm in an article that as of that point there were no members on the Hollywood Foreign Press Association that were black. And because of that, NBC, who normally broadcast the awards, decided, okay, we're not going to broadcast it this year because of your lack of diversity that really needs to be addressed. They still decided to go ahead with the awards ceremony this year, and who knows what the future will hold. But in my research for all this, as well as all the social media about all of the awards announcements, I did find quite a few posts about their commitment that the Hollywood Foreign Press Association are doing to try and increase their diversity for future years. So they are clearly trying to resolve this problem. And it's interesting as well because this is an issue that has come up in the last few years in Theatreland on the West End and Broadway about the lack of diversity. With the awards this year, there was quite a lot of diverse wins. As I mentioned, Rachel Zegler won the Best Actress Performance, first Latina of Colombian descent to win that award. And this is a big one, MJ Rodriguez, who stars in the drama Pose, another one I haven't watched, which I really need to watch. So MJ Rodriguez made history by being the first transgender performer to ever win a Golden Globe. And the reaction was so sweet and lovely.
I gotta take this moment to say this because I couldn't really say all of this in a post. Like I just posted and I'm definitely gonna be posting, but I have to say this. Number one, thank you Golden Globes. This is for the LGBTQAI, Black, Latina, Asian, the many multi-beautiful colors of the rainbow around the freaking world. This is not just for me. This is for y'all. This is the door that opens for y'all. Not me, for y'all. There are going to be so many young individuals, young, talented, thriving individuals that are going to be able to trail in and storm in through the door. This is for y'all. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I'm probably going to sound like a broken record.
And interestingly, Pose was created by Ryan Murphy, who one of his other big dramas was Glee, which back in its heyday was a musical TV drama juggernaut. So yeah, all I can say is bravo to the musical theatre wins, and let's just hope that the Hollywood Foreign Press does catch up with the diversity issue within its membership that has been focused on as well in Theatreland the last few years. Oh, sorry, things were getting a bit heavy there, weren't they? Well, lovies, that's it for me this week. Thank you so much for watching. Next week, I'll be bringing you my top 5 shows I went to see in 2021. And don't forget, I also do a radio show, Box Office Radio, every Saturday from 12 till 1, called Wow, That's What We Call a Musical, with the most fantabulous tunes of stage and screen. Well, I'll see you very soon, my lovelies. Stay fabulous. Mwah. Bye!